Jackson for the point.
Back to better. Through the block and down.
Good. Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome in to Aitkin here on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. We have high school volleyball on the docks for you today. We should have a fun one with these two rivals, two teams in Section 7AA, looking to get a big statement victory as we are nearing closer to the playoffs. It is the Greenway Raiders and the Aitkin Gobblers. Welcome into the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Noah Caruso here with you, and we have a very important Section 7AA matchup here. For the Aitkin Gobblers, they enter this game at 5-16 on the season, 3-3 in section play. Greenway entering this game at 8-9, 3-4 in section play. But for these two squads, they are familiar with each other, not only in a sense of section opponents, but even from this year. Both teams went to Mora on Saturday and played each other in the opening game. And Greenway and Aitkin battled, but it was Aitkin. They split it one on the sets, but Aitkin with the overall points was able to get the tiebreaker in that regard. And looking at the standings for Section 7AA, in first place is Mesabi East with a 12-3 overall record. Proctor not too far behind him at number 2. International Falls. Greenway sitting at the 4 seed. So they would get a home game as it stands for right now. Crosby, 2 Harbors, and then it's Aitkin near the bottom. It's Aitkin and Hibbing to round out the final 2. So this is a position where these two teams could meet for a third time, depending on how tonight's result goes. But this is a Greenway squad that comes in with a 2-2 performance in that tournament play against Mora. Brings some good hitting and solid defense out in front, and that is going to be a key for the Aitkin Gobblers tonight, and they are going to be without one of their key players. Haley Schreck is out tonight for the lineup, so expect some changes and alterations throughout the night for the Aitkin Gobblers. But we are going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a deeper look into these two squads, give you your team-by-team preview. We'll also hear from both coaches, Casey Richards of the Greenway Raiders, followed by Julie Osmus of the Aitkin Gobblers. Back in just a moment, you're listening to Gobblers Volleyball, simulcasting on yourliveevent.com on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, The Gobbler.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you are looking for a local team that brings over 25 years of experience, offering roofing systems in a variety of colors, materials, and textures, then call my dad at Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding, 218-831-1907. Whether it's a tear-off or new construction, Mike's Miller's Roofing gets the job done right. Call 218-831-1907 for your free estimate and get your new roof installed before the holidays. That's Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding.com or call 218-831-1907.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee.
Welcome back to the action here on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, simulcasting tonight here in Aitkin as the Greenway Raiders take on the Aitkin Gobblers, and a little bit of a deeper look into these two teams. We'll start with the road team, Greenway. As you can see, they are warming up in their green jerseys with the white numbers for those watching on yourliveevent.com. But Greenway enters this game 8-9 overall, 3-4 in section play. And this is a Greenway team that has had success over these Aitkin Gobblers since they've been section rivals. Now, Aitkin was able to get the matchup in tournament play on Saturday, but it wasn't a outright win, I guess, if you want to call it. Aitkin getting the tiebreaker on total points. So if we're talking about outright play, Greenway has taken 5 of the 6 matchups that these two teams have played, led by first-year head coach Casey Richards, has done a great job with this Raiders team that has a lot of experience. I mean, you're looking at 7 seniors in this rotation, and it's going to be a dang near a full senior lineup tonight for the Greenway Raiders. And again, they're also coming off 2-2 play in that Mora tournament, and in terms of how they performed as they were able to bounce back from 2 losses to start off in that tournament against Aitkin and Mora, came back with wins against Carleton Renshaw and Hinckley Finlayson. But prior to those 2 wins, Greenway was on a 4-game losing streak, as they've been on a bit of a tough path here in the middle of the season, but going up against some great teams like Mesabi East, Duluth East, Cloquet. I mean, these are some talented teams, and we're competitive in those matchups. But keeping an eye on a few players that we need to watch for tonight when we're looking at some of the key hitters for this front row. Keep an eye on number 5, senior Chloe Hansen. She's been sensational this season, a key focal point for the front row, both defensively and offensively. And looking at the Aitkin Gobblers, they are 5-16 overall on the year, 3-3 in section play. Aitkin currently second to last in Section 7AA this season, but you're going to hear from Julie Osmus, head coach of the Aitkin Gobblers, for our YLE watchers. Aitkin warming up in the black jerseys and the white numbers. But for Aitkin, it's a big week for them. This is the start of not only what is a 3-game week for them, but 3 section opponents. With Greenway here at home, they're on the road tomorrow against Proctor, and at home against Crosby on Thursday for the Battle of the Boxing Gloves. It's a full-on rivalry week for Crosby Ironton and Aitkin. We'll have them in action for tennis tomorrow, volleyball on Thursday, and football, of course, on Friday. So it makes it quite fun in terms of the rivalry matchup. But for Aitkin, they want to go into that game with momentum. This is an opportunity for the Gobblers, despite having an injury to their rotation. They'll be without sophomore right hitter number 3, Haley Schreck. She is out tonight with an injury. So expect to see a bit of a different lineup approach. We could see Madison Bergstaller or Mara Dock see some key minutes tonight. Generally players that are coming off the bench in rotation, but could see starting minutes tonight. Before the Aitkin Gobblers, we know that they live on that front row hitting, so we're going to keep an eye on Bailey O'Neill tonight. I'm very interested to see her matchup with Chloe Hansen tonight. Both can sky up for balls. Both are going to be able to put palms onto it. So with those two in the front row, it could be a lot of fun tonight. Of course, we all know how great Kendall Ratz has been all season, the all-around, do-it-all player for the Aitkin Gobblers. Will have to be big tonight. And again, for Aitkin, this is their chance to potentially move up. And when you look at the QRF standings at the end of the year, a win like this would go a long way for the Aitkin Gobblers and really get a good run of momentum going, heading into what, again, is a busy and important week for the Aitkin Gobblers. And for Aitkin, coming off their tournament play, they were able to get 2 wins against Greenway and Mora, but fell to Rush City, a very, very good team, also losing against Cloquet. So 2 talented teams in that tournament. But for Aitkin, it's been an up and down run outside of tournament play. If you look at the last 5 games, Aitkin has lost 4 out of 5 heading into that Mora tournament with that win against Duluth Marshall in 5 sets. In non-tournament play, they're coming off a loss to Malacca 3-0 in a game where in middle of the sets they were able to really get some momentum and find their way back into matches. But it was early struggles what really did the downfall for the Gobblers. But they'll have to be pristine tonight and clean up the early messes that they felt against Malacca and keep things rolling and find ways to get momentum for this week. But we are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from our coaches. First from Casey Richards, head coach of the Greenway Raiders, followed by Julie Osmus of the Aitkin Gobblers. Back in just a moment. You're watching Aitkin Gobblers Volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com, simulcasting on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
With factory-trained Ford technicians.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Excavating.
Welcome back to pregame coverage here in Aitkin on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM 930 The Gobbler. We have a fun one here for volleyball tonight between the Greenway Raiders and the Aitkin Gobblers. Casey Richards, head coach of the Greenway Raiders, joining us. Coach, you guys are coming off a 2-2 showing in your tournament, and what were some of the things you liked in that tournament?
We served well. We picked up on our passing from the previous games we played. We attacked well for the most part. We just had a long week with homecoming, so we were kind of tired, and we had 3 games that week prior, so just kind of worked through our difficulties, but ended decently.
And Coach, you are the first year as the head coach here for the Raiders, and you guys did 8-9 on the year. And talk about some of the improvements you've seen throughout this year and what you want to see tonight in a big section game.
Some of our improvements, I have 7 seniors, so we haven't all played together for all of their 4 years. We've kind of been broken up in like team-wise, some on varsity, some on JV last year. So we've really come together and played as a team for the most part. We work hard in practice. We continue to develop on our hitting skills, on our passing. I have a pretty solid defense, but we've still continued to work together and improve all the way around, serving, passing. Yeah.
And you're going up against an Aitkin team that you're actually familiar with. You just saw them in that tournament. What did you see in that game against Aitkin? Some of the adjustments you want to make from that go-around when they got the best of you?
I think just like having a couple days off and regrouping our team as a whole and getting some rest and being able to come out stronger this time. Hopefully we'll have enough to pull off a win tonight.
Well, it should be a lot of fun, Casey. Thank you for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. You too.
Casey Richards, head coach of the Greenway Raiders, back in just a moment on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM 930 The Gobbler.
A family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit Aitkin Motors CO.
Athletes, good luck this season.
Welcome back to pregame coverage on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM 930 The Gobbler. Aitkin taking on Greenway today for volleyball. Julie Austin, head coach of the Gobblers, joining us. Coach, you guys are coming off a 2-2 performance in the tournament played over the weekend. And just break down the tournament for us, and what were some things you liked and didn't like?
We started with Greenway, which is a great, section opponent for us, and we were really excited. We split with them, but we won by points, so that was a huge victory for us in our section. The girls played phenomenal. We played big at the net. We had a lot of blocks, a lot of really good kills. Back row played phenomenal, so super pumped about that. Mora we took in 2 sets. Again, we were still playing really strong. Blocking was a big key for us that weekend. Back row played phenomenal again. Really excited. Then we took on Rush City. Rush City is a phenomenal team. They can dig like nobody. I mean, they just get that ball up no matter how good of a hit we had or a block we had. We thought we for sure had a point. They could just get it right back up. But that was a good challenge for us. And then I think we kind of ran out of steam when we hit Cloquet that last game. The girls were, kind of tired and told me their feet felt like lead. And, but that's okay. We had a good weekend, and to go 2-2 was a big accomplishment for us. And now to have Greenway again tonight really helps because we just saw them on Saturday, so we kind of know what to expect.
And you go 2-2 in that tournament play, and when you see that tough competition in Rush City, it's a great outing for your squad. How important is it to keep that momentum rolling with the confidence that they may be feeling after tournament play?
It's huge. I mean, we have 3 section opponents this week. Those are really big for us to get better standings in the section. So, I mean, we're really pumped up. We want to win. We want to move up in the standings. We got to keep that energy. We got to keep that momentum. We got to keep everybody healthy. All those things just kind of have to stick together so we can play our game.
And, Coach, you are going to be without Haley Schreck in this game, out with an injury tonight. What are some of the adjustments we can expect on the court tonight?
So we ran a 5-1 all weekend at the tournament, trying to save some legs. legs and different things, but we're going to go back to a 6-2 and try to have Kendall and Emma set again. We're hoping Maddie Bergstaller can step up and fill a role, or Mara Dox, or Erica Hurst from Italy. Really hoping one of them can step up and help fill Haley's shoes.
And going into tonight against Greenway, as you mentioned, you're pretty familiar with them, going up against them in the tournament. And from that game that you were able to play, what are some of the things that you may expect from them to adjust, and what you want to do to counteract to get another win tonight?
We know their outside hitters are going to be our trouble. Like, they have very good outside hitters, very solid. They do have a little bit younger team. They lost a few seniors last year in some key roles, so we know that if we can get some of those other girls flustered, that's kind of our game. We have to go after them fast and right away and be ready to hit it hard.
Should be a fun one tonight, Coach Julie. As always, thanks for joining me. Best of luck tonight.
Yep, thanks.
Julie Austin, head coach of the Aitkin Gobblers, joining us back in just a moment on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 The Gobbler.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Our mission here at Aitkin Public Schools is to empower our students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, staff, and parent involvement, all while learning in a safe environment. Our students take pride in being gobblers and are supplied with the facilities and tools necessary to achieve our goals of student success. For more information, visit home.isd1.org. We are ISD1. Go Gobblers!
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com. At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment.
Let's
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Our mission here at Aitkin Public Schools is to empower our students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, staff, and parent involvement, all while learning in a safe environment. Our students take pride in being gobblers and are supplied with the facilities and tools necessary to achieve our goals of student success. For more information, visit home.isd1.org. We are ISD1. Go Gobblers!
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com. At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you are looking for a local team that brings over 25 years of experience, offering roofing systems in a variety of colors, materials, and textures, then call my dad at Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding, 218-831-1907. Whether it's a tear-off or new construction, Mike's Miller's Roofing gets the job done right. Call 218-831-1907 for your free estimate and get your new roof installed before the holidays. That's Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding.com or call 218-831-1907.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back to the action here on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. We are about ready for our opening serve here tonight in Aitkin. But first, let's take a look at our starting lineups tonight. First, for the visiting Greenway Raiders. Starting things off, it'll be the senior libero number 2, Jocelyn Mikulich. Then it'll be senior number 4, Clara Finke. Senior number 5, Chloe Hansen, a player to keep an eye on tonight. And then it's senior number 8, Cecilia Vikic. And then sophomore number 10, Ava Johnson. Senior number 11, Addison Williams. And rounding it out is senior number 15, Lydia Johansson. The Raiders are coached by Casey Richards in her first season with Greenway, assisted by Erin Morhart, Emma Sutherland, Maggie Vikic, and Brianna McGrath. And for the hometown Aitkin Gobblers, again, out in the lineup is Haley Schreck. So here is the lineup for the Aitkin Gobblers. Senior outside hitter number 1, Madeline Strohmeyer. Senior right hitter number 5, Josie Kostick in the lineup tonight. Sophomore middle hitter number 12, Madison Bergstaller. It'll be senior number 14, the middle hitter Kendall Ratz. Junior number 18, outside hitter Hannah Jones. Senior number 20, the setter Emma Jacobson. And the libero tonight for the Aitkin Gobblers is junior number 22, Kira Hamilton. The Gobblers are coached by Julie Osmus, assisted by Steve Michelitz and Shay Pearson. Greenway is in the green jerseys with the white numbers, black shorts. Aitkin in the black jerseys, white numbers, the red Aitkin, and red shorts. As we are about ready to get going, a lot of implications, playoff implications, in this Section 7AA matchup between the Gobblers and the Raiders. These two teams met on Saturday. Aitkin got the best on a tiebreaker, but Greenway has had their way with this rivalry. Aitkin looking for a statement victory and improve their chances as they sit 7 out of 8 in Section 7AA, while Greenway flirting with home playoff aspirations as they sit in 4th as of right now, but a busy week for them as well, and a section win tonight would go a long way. It is Aitkin serving first, going left to right on your radio dial for our listeners on KKIN AM 930, the Gobbler. And here is Jacobson to serve, and here we go. Greenway on the attack. This is going to be swung on, and that'll be a whistle, but that is a point, as that is net interference, as Finke tried to give it a swing, but it's 1-0 in favor of Aitkin. Gobblers on top, 1-0 out of the gate. Jacobson to serve again. Lofted serve in the middle, played by Johnson. Now outside, this is Hansen, and that's dug out by Jacobson. In the back row, played by Williams. Now this is Hansen again, and that's into the net. 2-0 Gobblers off of 2 early mistakes by the Raiders. Jacobson will serve again, going from the middle as he'll line drive serve into the middle, played by Mikulich, the libero. Swung on, Finke, but dug out by Hamilton. Now far on the sideline as that's bumped over by Jones. Great effort on the far sideline, and now in the middle, it's blocked by Rats, but dug out. Responded great was Williams. Aitkin back on the attack on the far post. This is Jones, but not getting all the power she wanted on that one. Hansen near post, Hamilton setting that up to the sky. As that's lofted over, Jones. Greenway back on the attack. Mikulich now to Hansen. Mistiming her jump on that one. Great volley here in the early stages. Hamilton swing and dug out on the far sideline. As Williams, active so far in the back row. And now this is going to be Kostick on the far sideline, but dug out by Johnson. Now Hansen will take a swing. That's blocked. A whistle and a point for Greenway. Net interference. Great volley that time. As the Raiders get on the board for the first time tonight. 2-1 Gobblers here in set 1. Serving is Hansen on the far sideline. That is Hamilton. This is Rats taking her first swing tonight. Dug on the back row by Williams. And now from the middle as Hamilton able to react to the hit by Johnson with all that power as Rats well out of bounds. And we are now tied at 2. Here in set 1, Hansen will deliver again. High arching serve. It's Hamilton playing it easily in the back row. Rats far post taking a swing. That was blocked and on the side of Aitkin. And now dangling a little bit as Rats not able to get it on hit number 3. Greenway responding with 3 straight points, 3-2 in favor of the Raiders. Hansen with another good serve as that's played by Strohmeyer. Bumped over, just grazing the top of the net. Jones bumping that over. And now we got a whistle and a point for Aitkin. Double hit that time by Greenway. And Johnson was ready to take a massive swing, and we are tied at 3. As now this is Hamilton will set and deliver. And now it's blocked. Rats part of it there as it's high in the air. This is going to be blocked again, but that will get down as Johnson will get her first kill of the night. The set assist going to Mikulich, the libero. 4-3 in favor of Greenway. As serving that time is going to be number 4, Finke. Strohmeyer taking a set over. Raiders back on the attack as that's going to be lofted out of bounds, but diving for it was Bergstaller, and that finds its way down. Greenway on top, 5-3. Let's get in the kill that time is Johansson for her first of the night, as that's a good serve by Finke, but Strohmeyer doing a great job to dig that one out. Now in the far post. In the middle, as that's Johnson, and that gets down. Johnson fading away, able to get just enough power on it. As Hansen gets the set assist on that occasion. 6-3 in favor of the Raiders. Finke to serve again. Jacobson high in the air, set up for Rats. Aitkin on the defense, that's blocked by Rats. Off the swing by Johansson. Now near post, Hansen, and that is, or Johnson, excuse me, but that is going to be blocked as that goes out of bounds. So a point for the Greenway Raiders are on top, 7-3 here in set 1. Coming out firing with much improved defense, which is what Casey Richards wanted from her team. And off the serve, here are the Gobblers not able to set up what they want, so Jacobson will bump it over. Now Johnson taking a swing hard, but not accurate. as Gobblers get back on the score sheet, 7-4, or excuse me, they're saying that was deflected, so that will be a kill for Johnson. Again, her third of the night. So 8-3, and now it's going to be an ace. First ace of the night going to Finke, and it's a 9-3 game as Greenway taking control here in set one, and we got a timeout by the Gobblers. 9-7 our score here in set, or 9-3, excuse me, our score here in set number one. Back in just a moment. You're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1, The Gobbler.
Here in beautiful central.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Our mission here at Aitkin Public Schools is to empower our students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, staff, and parent involvement, all while learning in a safe environment. Our students take pride in being Gobblers and are supplied with the facilities and tools necessary to achieve our goals of student success. For more information, visit home.isd1.org. We are ISD1. Go Gobblers!
Welcome back to the action. Greenway up big here in this one, 9-3, 6 straight points by the Raiders. Off the timeout by the Gobblers, they have one more in this set. Serving again, Finke for Greenway, and she'll deliver a high arching serve as Hamilton, the libero, will play it and look to get things going on the far post. This is going to be number 12, Bergstaller, as that goes out of bounds. Greenway, the first two double figures tonight. And now here we go with the serve as that is out of bounds. So that ends a tumultuous run for the Gobblers. What ended up being 7 straight points. 10-4 now the score, as Jones will be the one to deliver. Jones with the delivery. Greenway on the attack. Hamilton setting that up. Jacobson now to Ratz, taking a swing, blocked and down. Kendall Ratz getting on the score sheet with her first kill of the night. Jacobson will get the set assist that time. Ten to 5, Gobblers looking to get on a run, as this will be a good serve by Jones, played by Hansen in the back row. Now in the middle, this is hard on, swung by Johnson. The Gobblers able to react defensively, but a whistle and a point for Greenway, a double hit by Aitkin. So Greenway taking an 11-5 set one lead. Now serving is going to be Vekic. Cecilia Vekic, the senior for the Raiders, will deliver for the first time. Short serve, and that is going to be an ace. Vekic with her first ace of the evening, as that was played short. As Hyde having to run up and hustle on it was Talia Haskamp into the match now for the Gobblers. And it's a 12-5 game here in set number one. Rats on the near post will swing and into the net. 13-5 Greenway here in set number one, capitalizing on every opportunity. It's been a mix of good hitting, good defense, and some untimely Gobbler miscues, as Hamilton will play the serve. High in the air as O'Neill will just have to bump that over, but that is, just in. As backing up on it was Mikulich for Greenway, but it just finds its way down on the back row. So Aitkin will get it back, 13-6 our score. Greenway leads here in set number one. Kendall Ratz to serve for the first time for Aitkin. Delivers a high arching serve, and that time it's out of bounds. This time Mikulich reads it correctly. And it's 14-6, excuse me. Greenway on top, and now serving is going to be Johnson. She has been all over the place tonight, active with 3 kills, here in the first set, and delivers a good line drive serve as Rats on the near post take on and swung and down. Bergstaller with her first kill of the night. Kendall Rats with the set assist. Well played as Kendall Rats. It was a good serve, but set up high in the back row. Rats could have took it herself, but Bergstaller was coming in hot. Able to set her up, and that serve is out of bounds by Bergstaller. So it goes back to Greenway, with the Raiders on top, 15-7 here in set number one. It'll be the libero Mikulich to serve for Greenway. Good line drive service. It's going to be played now. A whistle and a point for Greenway. Double hit. on that time for Talia Haskamp. 16-7 Greenway. It'll be Mikulich again. Delivers a short serve on the near sideline as O'Neill will play it. Gives it back to her on the near post, and not getting all the power she wanted, as now high in the air, set up, and this is going to be Johnson, dug out by Hamilton. Going to her left, but it's going to be a whistle and a double hit on Kendall Ratz. Greenway has opened up a 17-7 lead, but a great effort by Kier Hamilton, diving to her left to make that dig. But a point for Greenway, 17-7 our score, as Haskamp again running up on that one beautifully. Now in the middle, hard on swung, blocked by Aitkin. Couple of gobblers there, couldn't quite see who was the first to get to it, but great defense in that front row early on. Set over by Greenway, as that is Sophia DiNucci, who's trying to go and attempt on the block, and that gets down as Bailey O'Neill gets on the score sheet. O'Neill with her first kill. Back to a single-digit lead, 17-8 Greenway, as Bailey O'Neill will serve, going down the middle. Jump serve, but not all she wanted on that one, is mistimed her hit, and that goes right back to Greenway, and it's back to a 10-point advantage. So yeah, substitution now. O'Neill is out, Strohmeyer is back in. Out for Greenway is Gianna Martella. Back in is number 11 Williams, and she'll be the one to deliver the serve. Plays it right to Hamilton. Rat set up, and on the near post, that's blocked in front. Couple of Raiders there, Hansen and DiNucci both there for the block, and Greenway really closing in on a set one victory, 19-8. Greenway on top, as that's going to be a high arching serve, and that's well out of bounds. Too much power that time by Williams, so it goes back to Aitkin. 19-9, Greenway on top. Here in set one, this is going to be serving for Aitkin. We're back to the top of the rotation. Jacobson will deliver first. Long serve, played by Mikulich in the back row. Now in the middle, this is going to be DiNucci, but Jacobson able to dig that one out on the near sideline. Setting it up, DiNucci near post again, took a deflection, but Hamilton able to react to it. Set up, this is Jones, and well out of bounds. Good effort that time, and good power by Jones, but finds its way out of bounds. 20-9 Greenway here in set number one. Greenway's serve, Hansen. Back in the top of the rotation. Here's Hamilton off the serve. Setting up for Ratz, far post, will take a swing, but Mikulich able to play it in the back row with a dig. Now this is Johnson, and down on the near corner. Good precision by Johnson, kill number 4 on the night. That's set up by Vekic with the set assist, and it's a 21-9 advantage for the Raiders. Greenway sitting in 4th place in Section 7AA on their side of the bracket. Looking for a big statement victory to continue to move up, as in the middle, this is going to be Jones, and great recovery that time as Hansen will take a swing. But it's all set up in that back row by Williams. Hamilton will just swing, and that's going to be a dig that time by Johnson. And again, great defensive effort as Vekic will play it over. Now far post, this is Jones, and out of bounds. 22-9. Greenway on top, and a timeout by Julie Osmus and the Gobblers. We'll take one with them. 22-9 Greenway. Fantastic defense by the Raiders here in this one thus far. Back in just a moment, you're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Contact Wilgenquist Sewer and Excavating.
Welcome back to the action. Noah Caruso here with you for high school volleyball. Simulcasting on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler. Off the Aitkin timeout, they have none remaining in the set. Greenway was still, you have their 2, but haven't needed it. Greenway up big, 22-9 here in set number 1. It is going to be Greenway's serve. Hansen for the Raiders, delivering right to left for our radio listeners. As Hamilton will play it off the serve. Rat setting up far post, taking a swing, and that just finds its way down. Kendall Ratz getting her second kill of the night, as Jacobson will get her second set assist. So it goes back to Aitkin as they reach double figures. 22-10, and off the serve, Hamilton. And this is going to be Johnson, as underarms that one and able to find its way over. Hansen. Now out to the far post, and that's Finke who gets it down. Just with a little tap over out the outstretched arms of Rats. 23-10. Dominant performance thus far by Greenway, as this is going to be Finke to deliver. Playing it in the middle, as that's going to be bumped over. It's Britta Westman into the game now, and that's going to be dug on and down. As that is going to be Johnson again. Kill number 5, and it is now set point for the Raiders. Finke to deliver. We're going to close it out, but not on that serve, as that goes right into the net. So Gobblers trying to maintain a pulse here, 24-11. Greenway on top here in set number 1. This is going to be number 18, Hannah Jones, to serve for Aitkin. Strohmeyer is out, as in is Bailey O'Neill. Now in the near post, that's blocked high in the air and finds its way over. But that is going to be a point for Johnson, as she will swing away on that hit for kill number 6, and a 25-11 set 1 victory for Greenway. Absolutely dominating effort for Greenway. Great defense all around, capitalizing on Gobbler mistakes, but the hitting of the sophomore number 10, Ava Johnson, having an outstanding game thus far, as we will get you set for number 2 in a matter of moments. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have your set 1 recap as we get you ready for set number 2. Greenway leads 1-0. Back in just a moment. Your simulcasting Gobbler volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Athletes, good luck this season.
Welcome back to the action, simulcasting on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler. Noah Caruso back here with you, as Greenway on top here in set number 1, as they took that one 25-11. Greenway absolutely dominating effort, and it was all led by Ava Johnson, the sophomore. 6 kills to lead the way for all scorers on the court in this one. And for the Gobblers, it was just miscues all around, as they just weren't really able to find some consistent offense in that early, really in the early stages, as Greenway jumped out to a huge lead, a 9-3 lead to jump out. And since then, Greenway never really looked back, as Aitkin really struggled to find some momentum in the middle stages of that set, which is where Greenway started to dominate. But here are your leaders here in the stat department. It is Ava Johnson, as mentioned, with 6 kills, 3 Raiders with 1 set assist. It's Mikulich, Hansen, and Vekic, as Mikulich leads the way with 3 digs in this one. For the Aitkin Gobblers, Kendall Ratz leading with 2 kills, 2 set assists for Jacobson. And again, it is Hamilton who always seems to be the leader in digs in this one. She's got 4 thus far. Greenway will serve here in set number 2, going right to left for our radio listeners. Serving first is going to be Hansen for Greenway, and set number 2 is underway, as Strohmeyer will play a high arching long serve. As that is going to be sent over by Jones. Greenway on the attack. Here's Johnson. Down, just out of bounds. Thought it's found its way in that near corner. Gobblers letting that one go. It's a 1-0 lead here for the Gobblers. Hamilton will serve, line drive, as that's going to be played, and that is going to be down. Rats getting the block that time. She just saw that was floating in the air. Rats will find its way down and make that a kill for Kendall Rats. 2-0 Aitkin. And serve played in the middle. It's bumped over by Finke. Hamilton, no problems in that back row. Taking a swing and not the power she wanted. Bergstaller. Now this is Johnson, blocked out of bounds. Johnson, her first kill here of the set. Let's give that set assist to Hansen. And in is Johansson in for Mikulich. Greenway on the board. It's Finke to deliver. Now Rats in the middle. Block Johansson and Vekic there for the block. Tying this 1-2. Greenway will serve again as Finke does have an ace so far in this match. Strohmeyer playing it in the back row. As Rats just bumping that over. Greenway looking to go on the attack. Johansson taking a swing and down. Took a deflection on the way there as that was down in the middle. Johansson with her first kill. Greenway has now made it 3 unanswered to take a 3-2 lead, much like set number 1. Finke, good serve. Hamilton playing it in the near corner. Now far post, this is going to be Bergstaller, dug out by Finke. Now in the middle, swung on Johnson. Hamilton able to corral it on the hard swing. And one thing we've seen with the Gobblers as the season's progressed is these outside hitters with the power that they have, as that's deflected, played in by Aitkin. Strohmeyer trying to set that over. But into the net, so 4 straight for Greenway. But as I was saying, for Aitkin, early in the season, they were really struggling with some of these power hitters in that back row to really get a clean dig out. But doing a much better job here in the later stages of the season. Greenway now on the attack, as this is going to be Johnson again, taking a fist to it, but Strohmeyer playing in the middle as she sets that over. Now far post, Johansson with a swing down on the near sideline. 5-2 and a timeout by Julie Osmus, and the Gobblers will take one with them. 5-2 Greenway with 5 unanswered here in set number 2. Back in just a moment, you're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Welcome back to the action off the Gobbler timeout. 1 remaining here in the set. Greenway, again, taking full advantage, have scored 5 unanswered points here in set number 2. They lead 5-2, and it is their serve going right to left. Finke will be the one to deliver. Hamilton, so reliable in that back row all night tonight, has now taken a swing, trying to catch the Gobblers sleeping, and a dig by Hamilton will set up Bergstaller, sending that over. Hansen in the far near sideline, that is Jacobson. Now Jones taking a swing, but easily played in that back row by by Williams. That's going to be blocked off the hit by Johnson, and that block finds its way out of bounds, making it a 6-2 Greenway advantage. Finke. Long arching serve. Hamilton playing it cleanly as that's Bergstaller in the far post, as that's set up high in the air by Finke. Now Johnson again blocked, but right to Strohmeyer on the far sideline. Boy, Greenway's defense all over the place tonight as Johansson with a little tap, but Rats able to set that up in the air. Now this is Bergstaller taking a swing. Hansen, no problems in the middle. Johansson now, that finds his way down. Johansson unassisted on that time as she saw that was up in the air, looking to take advantage and did just that. 7-2 Greenway here in set number 2. Finke delivering now for Greenway. Long serve, and Hamilton will watch that one go out of bounds. So the 7-0 run by Greenway gets them a 7-3 lead, as out is Finke, in is Mikulich for Greenway. And out is Strohmeyer, back in is Bailey O'Neill, and off the serve by Jacobson, and Jones, that is gonna be an ace. Jones with her first ace of the night, first ace for the Gobblers thus far. Seven to 4, Aitkin on top, as that is going to be delivered over by Jones. Good serve on the far sideline. Johnson, Hamilton not able to react to that quick enough, as maybe a little late that time. As coming out is going to be Williams. Back in for Greenway is Gianna Martella. This is going to be Vekic to serve. 8 to 4. Aitkin on top, and now for Johnson. 8 kills in this one, as Hansen will send that over. Rats in the middle, blocked in front. Johansson there. Gobblers looking to pressure. Now they're going to set it up, now far post, and a little late to it was Martella. So Gobblers will be back on the attack. Bergstaller trying to take a swing, played in the middle, and no one able to get to it. Off the miss hit by Vekic. Great effort by Johnson to try and keep that one alive, but Aitkin will get it back, trailing 8 to 5. Greenway leading this match 1-0. Gobblers for a bit of a run here, as out is going to be Jacobson, in is going to be Haskamp. Rats playing it on the near sideline, and now up in the air, and not able to get it over on the third hit. As Westman into the game as well for Aitkin, just not able to set that high enough. As Hansen is going to come out. Back in is going to be Sophia Danucci. 9-5 Greenway. Johnson is going to be the one to serve. She's been the standout player for Greenway tonight. O'Neill sees an opportunity, but Rats will cover up. Mikulich going to set it up far post. This is going to be Martella, and that is in the net. Ava Martella, good effort that time. Gobblers get it back. It is now 9-6 Greenway. Gobblers on a bit of a run. This will be Bergstaller to deliver. Now playing it in the middle. Johnson taking a lofted swing and just out of bounds on the near corner. Johnson, who has had that pinpoint precision tonight, just not able to find it there, but hitting it from a long ways back. 9-7, Greenway on top, as Bergstaller looking to keep this run going. Short serve, played on the near sideline by Danucci. Now Greenway has that set over, and that's going to be a point. Miraculously by Vekic. Greenway, the first 2 double figures. Greenway to deliver, as that's going to be served by Hansen, and that is going to be an ace. For Johnson, that is her first ace of the evening. An 11-7 Raiders advantage. Excuse me, that is Mikulich who will get credit for the serve. Mikulich will deliver again, as that is going to be Hamilton. Has hit it a long way over. For Mikulich, back-to-back aces, and a timeout by the Gobblers. 12-7. Greenway on top, looking to build onto their lead in a matter of moments. Back in just a moment, your simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1, The Gobbler.
For a local team that brings over 25 years of experience, offering roofing systems in a variety of colors, materials, and textures, then call my dad at Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding, 218-831-1907. Whether it's a tear-off or new construction, Mike's Miller's Roofing gets the job done right. Call 218-831-1907 for your free estimate and get your new roof installed before the holidays. That's Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding.com or call 218-831-1907.
I will personally come to your home or business and give you the best estimate. If you do right, call 218-831-1907.
Welcome back to the action here on YourLiveEvent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 Gobblers. No timeouts left here in set number 2, 12-7. Greenway on top. Mikulich will deliver back-to-back aces for the Greenway libero as they lead 12-7. Hamilton playing this serve cleanly. Now the Gobblers looking to set things up as Westman, but it'll be right back to Mikulich. Now this is going to be hard and swung on and blocked. Danucci trying to make her best effort, but right there was Westman. Gobblers will get it back, trailing 12-8. Bailey O'Neill will serve. Haskamp is out as that is going to be an ace for Bailey O'Neill. First ace of the evening for Bailey O'Neill and second of the Gobblers overall tonight. 9-12 as Jones is substituted in for Haskamp. O'Neill delivers, long serve. Mikulich will watch that go out of bounds. Thought about playing it. But again, great situational awareness as it's a few balls that she's let go out of bounds and close effort, but great vision on the court. As out is Martella, back in is going to be Williams for Greenway, and Williams will serve for the Raiders, leading 13-9. Set over, Mikulich playing that in the middle. Now Harden away as Rats will set that up. This is going to be Jones taking a swing, played on the near sideline by Mikulich. Now near post, this is Naducci, and now that was misplayed by Hamilton. Trying to set that up quickly on the hit. As Danucci will get her first kill of the night, and it's a 14-9 lead for the Raiders. Rat setting that up, and that's going to be Westman, and that'll find its way on the near sideline. Just found a pocket where no Raider was. And much closer here in set number 2. It's a 14-10 lead as out is going to be Westman. Back in is going to be Jacobson as Jacobson will serve for the Gobblers. Back to the top of the order. And that one goes into the net. Goes back to Greenway, leading 15-10 now. As in is going to be Hansen for Danucci. Original starting rotation back in for the Gobblers. Hansen. Long serve, Strohmeyer playing in the back row. Set up, this is Docks. Greenway on the attack. This is going to be down as Finke will find its way on the far sideline. Finke with the kill, and it's a 16-10 game. Finke with her first kill of the night. Or excuse me, second of the night, first here in the set. As Rats will bump that over. Set up, and now swung on, and nothing Hamilton could do on that one. Fantastic setup, Vekic to Johnson, 9 kills for the sophomore. 17-10 Greenway leads here in set number 2, looking to take a commanding 2-0 match lead. Hansen will serve again, far sideline, played by Hamilton. Jacobson to Rats, far post. Mistiming her jumps, that's lofted in the air as blocked in front by Rats. On the attempt by Finke in the front row. And the Gobblers now back on the attack. And now a whistle and a point for Greenway. Double hit by the Gobblers. 18-10 advantage. So now this is Hansen again. Right to Hamilton. Gobblers looking to make something happen here as it's blocked in front. That is Finke. Finke and Vekic both there in front for the block, and it's a 19-10 game. Hansen will continue to serve. Short this time, played in the middle by Hamilton. Gobblers looking to get on the attack, and that'll find its way down. Meridox with the kill. Now a 19-11 advantage. Now off the serve, that's going to be sent over by Finke, but now far post, this is Jones. But in that back row, played by Williams. Hansen will take a swing and misplayed, but the Gobblers able to recover as Bergstaller playing that over, and Hansen playing that out of bounds as Mikulich will swing from the middle, Hamilton with the dig. Now far post, this is Jones, and dug out by the Raiders defensively, and fantastic effort by Williams. Set up near post as Bergstaller blocked and out of bounds. Boy, but a great effort in that back row by Williams. Make that 4 digs for her in the match, and a crucial one there, but it is going to get down for the point for the Gobblers, and that is going to find its way down. Kendall Ratz getting involved now. Her 4th kill of the match. 19-13 off the serve by Hamilton. Now this is Johnson, and sent back over. Johnson will play it near sideline. Dug out Strohmeyer in the middle. And now we got Ratz, who is down, a little slow to get up, and finds his way out of bounds. That was deflected. Ratz monitor that situation as she was slow to get up, as she came down a little awkwardly, as Johansson coming in for Mikulich. Greenway on top, 20-13. It's now got a whistle, as now Ratz is going to have a word with the referee in front there, as checking in, or the referee might be checking in on Kendall Ratz. Be a big loss for the Gobblers, but she's going to tough it out and continue on, as Finke will deliver the serve for Greenway. Raiders on top 20-13 here in set number 2. Good line drive serve. Strohmeyer playing it with one arm, but Hamilton able to clean it up, as Strohmeyer will take a swing and well out of bounds. Trying to get some power on that. She had to play that well in the back row. 21-13. Now set up, as it's going to be high in the air on the Greenway side. So Greenway will get back on the attack. Hansen, Hamilton. For the Gobblers, far post. This is Jones, and dug out by Finke. Hansen will take a swing in the middle, swung on, Hamilton with the dig. Now Ratz in the middle, fading away, as Hansen will able to corral that one. As this is going to be Johnson, that's blocked in front. Johnson able to react to it off the deflection. Great effort by Vekic in the middle. Now Ratz will take a swing again. That time it gets down on the far corner. Boy, Kendall Ratz now with 5 kills in this one, 21-14. Strohmeyer is now out. Back in is going to be Bailey O'Neill. Mikulich playing it in the far corner off the serve, and now Mikulich will get it, will swing fading away in the back row, able to get it over. Now Ratz going to catch the defense sleeping for Greenway, but now here's Johnson on the far post and out of bounds. Gobblers are going to get on a run, 21-15. Raiders lead here in set number 2. As this will be Jones to deliver. High in the air now in the middle, Johansson, and reacting late was Jacobson, and Johansson with kill number 5, as now coming in for Greenway will be Frankie Quayer. Coming in for the first time tonight, as she will sub in for Williams. With Greenway leading 22-15. Is now delivering as Haskamp is in for Haskamp. Or Haskamp is in for Strohmeyer, excuse me, trying to get that in order. And that is going to be a point for Greenway off the miss hit. As serving for Greenway is Vekic. She's been great serving tonight. Closing in on a set 2 victory, 23-15, Greenway on top. Vekic short serve this time, as Haskamp will play it now in the middle. This is Bergstaller, out of bounds. Set point for Greenway, looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead. Vekic looking to close things out. It should deliver a short serve on the far sideline. Bergstaller able to play it, now setting up O'Neill far post, and miss hit. And that will do it for set number 2. Greenway taking now a commanding 2-0 lead as we head into set number 3, 25-15, the final here in set number 2. as that is another double-digit lead, or double-digit win, rather, for the Greenway Raiders, looking to close things out here on the road. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have your set 2 recap, get you ready for set number 3, an all-important set number 3 for both teams. Back in just a moment, you're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, and also live streaming on yourliveevent.com.
Tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Welcome back to the action. Simulcasting on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. Noah Caruso here with you, getting ready for set number 3. And Greenway on top, 2-0 in the match. They take set number 2, 25-15. And for the Gobblers, we heard from Julie Osmus, they were expecting those front row hitters to be effective as they saw this team in tournament play on Saturday, but Greenway coming in with a much more aggression, as Casey Richards, head coach of the Greenway Raiders, talked about. She wanted to see improved defense, and we've seen it tonight from number 11, Addison Williams, the senior. She's been all over the place tonight, leads all players, leads all Greenway players with 5 digs in this one I have her marked for. Leading the way in kills as it's Johnson, who's having a fantastic game. 9 kills in the match thus far, which leads all players on the court. Leading the way in Aitkin, 4 kills. Kendall Ratz having another solid outing in that front row. Ratz with a couple of blocks as well. Hamilton racking up a couple more digs as she's up to 8 in this match. And with how powerful these front row hitters have been, it's been Hamilton who's been able to try and set things up for Aitkin. As here we go with Greenway and the Gobblers. Greenway on top, 2-0, looking to get a huge set victory, or section victory, I should say, to get their week started. The Raiders looking to get back to 500. As Hamilton will get ready to come in as Docs will sit this one out to start. It'll be Aitkin's delivery going left to right on your radio dial for our radio listeners. Strong arm by the side judge referee there as he threw that over. I know a softball player if I've ever seen one. That was a good throw, but here we go on the delivery here in set number 3. Sanson will deliver and out of bounds. Gobblers taking the first point. In the last 2 sets, Aitkin jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but it hasn't fared well for him in those middle sets. But now here's Greenway on the attack. On now far post, that's going to be blocked. Strohmeyer playing it on the far sideline. Ratz in the middle, blocked in front. Greenway on the attack. Here's Johnson, yes, and out of bounds. So here we go with Aitkin on top, 2-0 here in set number 3. Now serving again, here is Jacobson, and now out of bounds. That's going to be an ace for Jones. That is her second ace of the night. Now delivering Jones again, or Jacobson, excuse me. So for Jacobson, that is her first ace of the evening. I'll stand corrected. And now this is Kostick on the near post, but reactive ball, Hansen in the middle as that's, fading away Johnson. Mistiming the jump and really the trajectory of the ball. Gobblers on top, 4-0 here in set number 3. Coming out aggressive, here's Jacobson. Deliver a line drive serve, played in the middle by Williams. And Williams not able to get it to anybody. 5-0 Aitkin. Jumping out to a big lead here in set number 3, excuse me. Jacobson delivers. Dug out. Back there is Williams. Now it's bumped over by Finke. And there's going to be the first point as Finke. Didn't think she was going to get much out of that, but it is going to be the first point for Greenway. But we've seen Greenway get on as big as a 7-0 run in set number 2 as Johansson is in. Out is going to be Mikulich for Greenway. Now in the middle, this is Jones. He's going to take a swing, but played by Finke. As Vekic will set it over, Hamilton. Now back to Jacobson, high in the air. Hamilton playing in the middle, sent over, far sideline. Hansen will play that one out. Now this is Johnson. Hamilton, another big dig. Rats sending it over for the Gobblers. This is going to be Johansson and blocked out in front by Bergstaller. Now Johnson and down. Number 10 for Johnson. 5-2, Aitkin advantage, but Greenway on the attack. Finke will deliver for the Raiders. Short serve, Hamilton. Setting it up high in the air. Hamilton will take a swing as that's blocked out in front. Johansson able to recover. And we got a whistle and a double hit. Gobblers on top 6-2 now here in set number 3. They trail the match 2-0, so trying to get a sizable lead here as Kostick will come out for the Gobblers. In is going to be Docks back in, and that's going to get down for the kill again for Johnson. Number 11 for her tonight. So Greenway gets it back, trailing 6-3. As delivering this one is Vekic. Playing to Rats in the middle for Aitkin, and down on the far corner. Kendall Rats with kill number 6 tonight. 7-3, Aitkin here in set number 3. Jones. 2 serve for the Gobblers. High arching serve, and that is Mikulich who will watch that one go out of bounds. And it's a 7-4 advantage for Aitkin. A couple of subs coming in as out is going to be Johnson. In is going to be number 1, Chloe Trombley, in for the first time tonight. She'll serve. Out as well as Hansen in for Danucci. Jones is out for Aitkin. In is Haskamp. And O'Neill also into the ball game. Far post as Rats will have that one go out of bounds near the Greenway bench on the far side. 7-5 now, Greenway leads as that's sent over by Trombley. Rats playing in the middle as Mikulich able to dig that one out and now set it over. Jacobson, high in the air, that finds its way out, but out of bounds. Just like that, it's a 7-6 lead for Aitkin, cut down to 1. 3 straight points for Greenway. These are the runs that we mentioned they were capable of getting on. Haskamp playing it on the near sideline as O'Neill will take a swing far post into the net, and just like that, we're tied at 7. And for Greenway, they're just applying pressure in so many ways as, you know, the intimidation really of these hitters up front, whether it's Johnson or Johansson, making life tough for this Gobblers front. We're tied at 7 here in set number 3. This is Danucci, and that swing will go into the net. 8-7, Aitkin on top here in set number 3, as we've now got a back and forth affair. The first time we really had a back and forth affair in this match. Gobblers looking to get the comeback trail started, but it has to happen here in set number 3. Mikulich playing off the serve, and tie game as that was hit right into the net by O'Neill. 8s all around for both teams as Mikulich will deliver the libero. 2 aces tonight for the Raiders. Mikulich, good serve. Hamilton with a good dig. Now far post, this is Westman taking a swing, played in the middle. High in the air. Mikulich sent over by the Gobblers. Off the dig by Hamilton. Now far post, this is going to be fading away as it's Williams. Rats setting that one over and dug out. Great hustle by Mikulich, and the Raiders able to send it over with Finke. Good volley here. Haskamp setting that high in the air, bumped over Westman, and in the middle, dug out in that back row. This is now the hit, and Finke not able to play the setup by Vekic. Aitkin taking it in that set, in that volley, 9-8, Gobblers lead. And here's the delivery off the serve as that's sent over Danucci. Now it's going to be out of bounds and going right back to Greenway. No separation here in the early stages, as out is going to be Quare. Back in is going to be Williams. Williams delivering on the service. Hamilton for Aitkin, setting up O'Neill as they adjusted her to the near post. Mikulich to Danucci as Rats playing at far side, or near sideline rather. O'Neill now setting up far post as that's going to be bumped over by Haskamp. Now in the middle, this is Finke, and Rats and Kostic not able to get to it. Greenway on the board for the first time in double figures, 10-9, Greenway on top. Now the delivery by Williams. O'Neill setting that high up for Westman in the middle and through the hands of Trombley, and the Gobblers tying this one at 10. And again, no separation here in the, really now we're getting to the middle stages of this set. O'Neill will deliver, and that one's into the net. It's been a tough serving night for Bailey O'Neill. That's the third one to find its way into the net. As Hansen is coming in for Danucci. Trombley is out. Back in is going to be Johnson, who is taking a rest. O'Neill is out. Strohmeyer back in for Aitkin. 11-10, Greenway on top. Rats setting it up. Westman near post. That was blocked and down. Finke and Johnson both there. Greenway with their largest lead here of set number 3. It's been that close here in the set. These runs have gotten going when Hansen has been the one to deliver. She sets things up very well off of the delivery. That's going to be dug out Williams. Now to Johnson, deflected. Hamilton, another beautiful dig, and swung on by Strohmeyer, and oh boy, just hitting the bottom of the basketball hoop, or else that would have had a chance. 13-10. Johnson, number 12 on the night. Hansen with Greenway on top, 13-10. Westman on the near post, dug out Williams on the back row in the middle. Now this is going to be Finke, blocked and up in the air and over by the Gobblers. As Mikulich, one-arm swing, in the Greenway defense continuing to shine tonight. And now taking a swing, and that'll find its way down on the far sideline. Westman getting on the score sheet. 13-11. Greenway leads. And it'll be Aitkin's serve, as out is Westman, in is going to be Jacobson. As Jacobson will serve for the Gobblers as they trail by 2. Jacobson, short serve. Mikulich playing in the middle. Sent over, and now finding that middle. No Gobbler there. Great awareness by Vekic. Catching the Gobblers' defense sleeping on that occasion. It's now 14-11, just finding that one spot where there was no Gobbler middle hitter. Now Rats front row, and that is going to be swung on, deflected, and out of bounds off of a Raider. So it's back to a 2-point lead for Greenway, but Gobblers looking to answer with a couple of their own. 14-12, Raiders on top. Service out the far sideline, as this is now going to be Johansson, and again down. Miscommunication in the middle there for who's trying to get there. Johansson taking a swing and is able to find that crevice again. 15-12 Greenway. As back in is going to be Frankie Quare in for Williams. Jacobson, far post, this is Dox. Out of bounds. Greenway on top, 16-12. As on the delivery, this is Vekic having a great night tonight defensively for Greenway. Sent over, O'Neill trying to catch the defense for Greenway sleeping, but they have been on their A game tonight. Much more improved effort from their tournament play, as that hit will be into the net by Strohmeyer. We got a timeout by the Gobblers. Greenway starting to gain an edge here in set number 3. 17-12, Greenway leads here in set number 3. We'll be back in just a moment. You're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler.
More than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Off the Gobbler timeout, they'll have one remaining here in set number 3 as Greenway starting to build on their lead. 6 unanswered for Greenway. 17-12, Greenway looking to get the sweep and improve to 500 at 9-9 and get an all-important section victory. It'll be Greenway to deliver, going right to left for our radio listeners on the Gobbler. And it'll be Vekic, the one to deliver. Hamilton, the back row, playing it. Now near post, this is Jones. Boy, the Raiders' back row has just been unstoppable tonight, really reacting to any good hits that the Gobblers have been able to make, as Hamilton will send that over, as Mikulich will set things up for the Raiders. Johansson taking a swing and in. Just finding some space on the far sideline. It's now an 18-12 lead for Greenway. Johansson with another kill. She has 7 tonight. Setting up Rats in the middle, trying to get off the long arms of Johansson now far post, as this is going to be Quayer. But blocked in that front row as the Gobblers not able to get it out on hit number 3. Greenway inching closer and closer, 19-12, Aitkin trailing by 7, and for Greenway, they were down 12-11, now leading 19-12. 8 unanswered for Greenway. And now taking a swing and finding its way down. No coverage in that back row. It was just Hamilton back there, as that will be Quayer with her first kill of the night, finding an opening on the far corner. 20-12. Is now into the game now is Erica Crenuzzi. Into the game for the first time tonight. Crenuzzi, and a foreign exchange student from Italia, as that is going to be blocked and going to be a point for Greenway. We talked to Julia Osmus and expecting her to see more and more playing time, as she's been impressed with her, how she's been able to pick up the game and really improve as these games come along, as that serve is out of bounds by Vekic, so Aitkin will get it back. 21-13. Gobblers will serve as they trail. This is going to be Jones to deliver. As out is going to be Strohmeyer. In is Bailey O'Neill, looking to get something going on the attack. In the middle, swung on hard and out of bounds. 21-14, Aitkin now leads, or trails, excuse me, but looking to get on a bit of a run here, trailing by 7. Jones, line drive serve. Hansen misplaying it, as that was really hitting the back. Oh, and well out of bounds, as fading away on that swing was Quayer. So it's out of bounds, and Gobblers now with 3 straight of their own. Jones. Dug out, far side. Quayer will try again, into the net. Struggling on the last couple of times they've tried to set her up. 2 straight mishits by Quayer. We'll see if the Gobblers start to go her way. 21-16, Greenway leads. Hansen, mishit high in the air, but Mikulich, who's been so efficient tonight in that back row, able to clean things up. Rats in the middle, that was blocked and out of bounds, and that is going to be another point for the Gobblers. 5-0 run for Aitkin as Jones looking to lead a comeback. 7 kills for Kendall Rats tonight. Long serve, Mikulich. Digging that out, Johansson with a little tap over, but that is O'Neill, and O'Neill will hit it, and that is dug out Hansen on the far corner. Now Johnson deflected in the front row. O'Neill with a dive, and it's sent over by the Gobblers. Now far post, this is Quayer. Hamilton digging that out. O'Neill trying to overcorrect as that'll be out of bounds. But again, we've seen the Gobbler defense in their own right be active tonight, and they've had to be. Haskamp is in for Jones, and for Greenway's serve, 22-17. Raiders on top here in set number 3, looking for the sweep. Now into the ballgame, Chloe Trombley, and she's going to serve to Hamilton. Rats near post and down. Aitkin on the comeback trail. 8 kills for Kendall Rats as she will now deliver as into the game for the Gobblers. Bailey O'Neill back in. Rats will serve. Good line drive serve. Mikulich able to backpedal, and that is going to be an ace. Kendall Rats. And don't look now, but it is a 22-19 lead. Gobblers on the comeback trail, and a timeout by Greenway. Their first of the match, 22-19. Greenway leads, but Gobblers looking to come back. Back in just a moment, you're simulcasting Gobbler Volleyball on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, and yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Our mission here at Aitkin Public Schools is to empower our students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, staff, and parent involvement, all while learning in a safe environment. Our students take pride in being Gobblers and are supplied with the facilities and tools necessary to achieve our goals of student success. For more,
welcome back to the action off the Greenway timeout. Gobblers, after they were trailing 21-12. Gobblers have scored 7 of the last 8 points. It is now a 22-19 lead for Greenway. Here in set number 3, it is Aitkin to serve. Student section on their feet. Another good crowd on hand tonight here on a Monday. Always got to find a way to make your Mondays better, and we got some early action volleyball for you, and what's really rivalry week here with R&J Broadcasting. Run through our full schedule post game as here we go with Rats on the serve. This is Danucci now into the ball game for Greenway, setting up O'Neill far post, will swing into the net. So Greenway using that timeout effectively. O'Neill hasn't been her night tonight. 23-19. Mikulich looking to serve as she is in for Johansson as she'll serve. Libero to libero as Hamilton plays it cleanly, now far post, and that's going to be blocked in front, and a whistle and a point for Greenway. Net infringement that time for Aitkin. Set, match, point for the Raiders. Mikulich will deliver, and that serve is into the net, so the Gobblers stay alive. And they've been able to get on some runs here in set number 3. Looking for one more potential late rally, and they need it now. As out is going to be Quinuzzi. Now serving for the first time coming in is going to be Julianne Abigail Presto. Presto will serve for the first time, seeing action for the first time tonight. Delivers a good line drive serve. You can see why Osmus wanted her in, but deflected in the front row, and it finds its way down. And Greenway, despite a late scare by the Gobblers here in set 3, close things out 25-20. And Greenway gets the win here tonight, 3-0. They improve to 9-9 on the season, while Aitkin falls to 5-17. And an all-important section victory for Greenway, who come on the road and get their week started with the victory. But we will take a break. When we come back, we'll have post-game coverage here for you. We'll have our player interviews for the Gobblers. Hope to hear from Julie Osmus as well. And a great effort by the Gobblers. I mean, this is a good Greenway team, good hitters out front as Aitkin expected. But a great effort tonight and a great way to get your week started with rivalry week, as now Greenway has taken 6 of the last 7 matchups between these Section 7 AA opponents. But we'll take a break. Back in just a moment with post-game coverage on KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1 The Gobbler, and yourliveevent.com.
ISD1.org. We are ISD.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com. At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
If you are looking 25 years of experience offering roofing systems in a variety of colors, materials, and textures, then call my dad at Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding, 218-831-1907. Whether it's a tear-off or new construction, Mike's Miller's Roofing gets the job done right. Call 218-831-1907 for your free estimate and get your new roof installed before the holidays. That's Mike's Miller's Roofing and Siding.com or call 218-831-1907.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family-owned, offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
It's been more than just a family tradition since 1938. Purchasing a new Ford car, truck, or pre-owned vehicle from Aitkin Motors. Family owned and operated. Aitkin Motors offers you a stress-free car shopping experience. Need an oil change? New tires? Check out the low-price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors has a full service department with factory-trained Ford technicians. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Our mission here at Aitkin Public Schools is to empower our students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, staff, and parent involvement, all while learning in a safe environment. Our students take pride in being gobblers and are supplied with the facilities and tools necessary to achieve our goals of student success. For more information, visit home.isd1.org. We are ISD1. Go Gobblers!
On here as we will about ready to wrap things up here on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler. Apologies for our watchers over on yourliveevent.com as we seem to have camera issues there, but nonetheless we heard from our Aitkin players. Julie Osmus, head coach of the Gobblers, joining us as well, and we will announce our big deal of the game. We were gonna mention that before we close things out here tonight, but of course, you know, we have to thank all of our many great sponsors that present our big deal of the game, which include, I should say, Atwater Chevrolet GMC in Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, Matson Lumber in Nisswa, Donlinger Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, and Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd. That is going to go to Ava Johnson tonight, the sophomore for Greenway. She finished the night with 12 kills and was explosive offensively tonight. Yeah, she had her way also up front with a few blocks as well. Fantastic effort from her tonight and a great win for Greenway. And as we mentioned, the Aitkin Gobblers, they go on the road as, no time to really recollect. You just have to go back in there and make it happen. They are on the road, taking on Proctor with a 7:15 opening serve. And they also have a game on Thursday coming up as they are at home against Crosby Ironton. Of course, the big rivalry matchup there for the Gobblers and for Greenway. For our listeners over in Greenway, appreciate you tuning in on yourliveevent.com or KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1. As Greenway continues on, as they are now 500 on the season, they are on the road on Thursday, and they got Grand Rapids waiting for them. A very good Grand Rapids team sitting at 13-5 on the year. Expecting a great one over there just east of us, northeast I should say, but should be a great one nonetheless. But we are going to close things out here tonight in Aitkin. A special thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast happen. And, of course, thank our sponsors with your patronage. Shop local, support the community, and support the team in that community. Greenway wins 3-0 here over the Aitkin Gobblers tonight in Aitkin High School. For myself, Noah Caruso, and everyone here on yourliveevent.com and KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 The Gobbler, we say thank you and good night from Aitkin.